if a team has won with one hero in the draft every single game, you just get rid of that, man. You don't try to play against it anymore. Even if it's predictable, like clearly they know something about this hero and this player plays very well with it. It's like saying I play anti-mage carry only and I can win every game with it, and every other hero I'm like at 50% or below average, and you just don't ban AM against it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just giving them a free permission to play the game how they want to play it.
Nyx Assassin, interesting. So this hero can use Spike Carapace against Elder Titan and Ember. Really good against ET because you can stop his Stomp from coming out by just running into the Spirit with your Spike Carapace.
Beautiful.
And then Ember, same thing. He's got the Flame Guard. If he ever has that on, farm your Creep Wave. You can always Spike Carapace him, follow up stun, and then be able to burst him down. Historically has been a very good counter to Ember. But one thing I have a concern for EHOME Mortal side is that Nyx is not a very good hero in the early game. He's quite good mid and late game. And they have a lot of squishy heroes right now. They got Batrider, Nyx, Rubik. These are all vulnerable heroes who can die rather quickly to Tiny. So they better get a really juicy last pick in some Kunkka or something tanky, essentially. Void Spirit might be a good ban though for the Dream here after they pick this carry hero. I assume this is a carry pick. There's no way they're gonna pick something else here, right? Yeah, there we go. Phantom Lancer. Oh, this is such a good PL pick. Oh damn.
This could be what they need. This could be what they need for sure. This is a great pickup here.
Really good. Yeah. This is very, very, very good.
Laned into the Batrider brilliantly. So the Batrider will either be mid or be pretty useless in the laning phase. It's a good answer to the Terrorblade because you've always got the Doppelganger to dispel the reflection now. So it's that matchup used to be really, really one-sided, but it's just not anymore.
I will say that Bat is not. I mean, PL is not like a super hard counter to the Bat in the lane. PL can remove the stickies, but Bat can get those stickies back on you rather quickly, and can jump you. And after you do doppel, like he's gonna chase you down with the Firefly regardless, right? The concern is in the mid game, the Batrider can't do shit. PL. That's when it gets real bad. Like he just sends illusions on you, you're gonna die. His real hero's gonna burst you down too. You're not gonna be able to see which one is the one that's you need to lasso up. It's okay. In the laning, it's still fine. It's just like it's not as super one-sided as you would think for the laning stage at least. But can be okay. I do think though, like you said, the Batrider going mid is probably better just to pick something that can maybe try to punish this Phantom Lancer because it's gonna be an ETPL lane bottom, or sorry top for Dire here.
Again, yeah, just a bit better matchups. It's all they need. Better matchups. Final pick up now for the Dream. Need to get themselves some kind of off laner, I guess. I mean, they can still put the Tiny off. They're pretty open with their draft. They can just pick whatever they think is really good here. Options are open.
10 seconds.
Any suggestions, Soups?
A range hero, preferably.
5 seconds remaining.
Something Venomancer would have been okay, but even into a TB. Tiny, if Tiny is a position 4 here, I would like to see a range hero from FTD. Just not sure what it is because there's a Nyx Assassin, which is quite annoying for any intros. Shadow Demon.
There we go.
That's a range hero.
It's indeed.
I like it.
Yep, it's indeed. So that's probably going to be your 5 position or 4 position, do you think?
I would like to see it as a 4 or the 3. I don't want to see position 5 Shadow Demon in this game. I think Shadow Demon can have a lot of impact if he gets some items. I want to see the Elder Titan at the position 5, but I'm not sure they would actually do it. Underlord pick. Okay, that's a beefy boy. So they are going to have the Batrider go middle, and the Underlord against the Phantom Lancer. The beefy boy Underlord, I like.
Yeah, traditionally a pretty good matchup for the Underlord.
Yeah, this game is going to be a lot closer. Okay, game 1 wasn't even close. But obviously it dragged down because of Zeus Morph. I think this game is going to be a lot closer to game 1. Like, for the Dream actually have a decent lineup this time.
60k gold advantages this time?
No, I don't think EHOME Immortal is going to be able to stomp this game. I think for the Dream actually have a competitive lineup against EHOME Immortals. Game 1, their lineup is Morphings. It's like, come on, man. So now they got tiny off lane with the position 4 Shadow Demon, position 5 Elder Titan. I like it. That's solid. Just don't lose your lane too hard, Ember Spirit. That's literally your one job to the game. Don't lose your lane.
Don't lose your lane. Can he do it? That is the question. Can he manage to pull through and survive? It's not the easiest, right? Like you've got no dispels.
You don't, but you have Flame Guard, and you can definitely chain him under your tower as well if he tries to dive you. So Batrider always has that fear that he can die in the lane.
Okay.
So you gotta like play around that. You gotta play around your tank ability and be able to get. And then at some point you can just go jungle, right? You can give up the lane to the Batrider if the wave is on the Batrider's hill, and it's just constantly sticking you up. There's so many things that you can do just to not die in the lane, and that's the Ember's #1 goal is to not die in the lane. Or you can do the next
going
level
top.
play. Alright, Nomad,
Ember's going top, bro.
Oh, he's
PL mid.
Okay, all right. They're gonna dodge the Batrider. They're gonna put the Ember carry position 1 here, and the Phantom Lance is gonna go mid. I mean, this is very effective because the players are actually switching, right? It's not like the mid player took Phantom Lancer, so they'll still think the Phantom Lancer is gonna be in the safe lane and the Ember is gonna be middle. People don't normally do this anymore because all these mid players, they're like experts, right, at their role. So when you send your carry player to the mid lane, they normally end up getting absolutely smashed, even in like some of the winning matchups.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends, like, how much they play the mid and how comfortable they are at it. Have they had a competitive experience in the middle lane?
That's not often anymore.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, we don't really know. Unfortunately, we don't know enough about these players to know if that's the case from the PL. Dota, if he was at some point in his life a mid lane player, or plays a lot of mid in pubs or not. Meanwhile, EHOME and Morlul just positioning up at the top here. Ember Spirit hiding himself in the trees. Doesn't want to give away their matchup just yet. I mean, there's no way you can really change it once the shared tangos have been given. The deal is made. If you go to a side lane with shared tangos, there's Gaben himself will come in and break your keyboard. I've noticed they've stopped doing the double ring of regen shared tangos thing. Both of these teams. What happened?
They realize it's not good. I think they're only doing it for Spectre, to be honest.
Spectre and Jug, I think I
Or
saw them as
Anti-Mage.
well.
Spectre and Anti-Mage, right?
Yeah, I think we saw a Jug game where they did it as well, but yeah, it's doesn't seem to be as general as we would have imagined. I mean, it does make sense on kind of like tanky heroes though, because they can just get away with not buying much regen at the start of the game and just kind of healing a ton from those double ring of regens. But let's start bottom lane with TB actually blocking the lane so it comes under his tower. This is going to allow him to hold on to the Metamorphosis for a little bit longer and use it for the second wave instead, which is quite nice.
I have a feeling Batrider might be diving mid very soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, he's gonna put some flames down, but just to roast up these creeps here, a little bit of creep fillet. Still though, going on top of the nah, he's got himself the doppel. All good, all is well in PL land.
Yeah, the PL used the doppel very early, and he already got level 2 on the Batrider. So bottom Shiro with this Terror Blade trying to run them down.
Yeah, I love what he's done this bottom lane so far. Knows the hero very, very well.
But they're going to shut the real Terrorblade.
Could spell trouble for them right now. Let's see if they can turn this into anything. Shiro is the one being punished right now as the avalanche comes through. The right clicks coming in as well. If they can kill him inside his meta, he's going to be in some trouble. Right clicks are there. The salve even coming out from Shiro here, but they've cancelled it out. Right clicks coming through. YRG looking to chase him as well. Meanwhile, first blood happened to the top lane as Shiro is going to get taken down. The Shadow Demon finds the final right click and they get that kill. And it pulls out from the Elder Titan as up in the top lane. Another kill being made by FTD as well as they bring down the Underlord. Some roots and a lot of right clicks, and that's all it took. BB smashing away at him.
Off to a great start for FTD. It's like that. I mean, terribly using meta and dying is literally the worst thing that could happen. I mean, he's the strongest hero level 1, but the Shadow Demon with this disruption, that's actually working against this Terrorblade.
Dramatically so as well. I mean, that was a smash in between these two heroes. A tiny and Shadow Demon. The extra damage coming out from the illusions. It was scary stuff. And TB sent to the grave. We'll be back in 5 seconds. That's easy Q.
Right, and all of a sudden, there's a lot of pressure that's going to be put on this Bat Rider, right, in his mindset wise, because he's up against this PL, and his 2 side lane cores just died. If you think about it, if you're in his perspective, like if you're in his perspective, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like I have to win my lane now. I need to make rotations. I need to like salvage whatever is going on these side lanes already. Like 1 minute in, both your cores died. That's never ever a good sign.
Never been a game where you're like, my cores are dead. This is alright. This is cool. No worries. Especially against like 5 supports. Me and one of the top lane, more aggression coming down onto 5-9. He's slugging himself away, the little snail slithering back to his tower. But yeah, I mean, this is just aggression coming out from the side of FTD. They do have these lanes where they can just do this, and the Underlord, the Elder Titan. I mean, this is kind of a double-edged sword, the fact that he's stacked this. In fact, is it him who stacked this? Yeah, it is. So obviously he wants to stack it for the Astral Spirit. But at the same time, I don't think they're going to be able to take it very easily. Meanwhile, the Underlord and the Rubik most certainly can, much earlier than the Ember Spirit with Flame Guard, which he's not even leveling up, so that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be okay with that, because if they do try to pull, then you get that Astral Spirit on the big camp and all the creeps, and you can just run down the heroes while your Ember tries to get the last hits. So there's also some potential there too, if it ever does. Here we go. Well, you should have waited, I think, 1 more level. Get maybe even level 2 Astral Spirit and then toss it out.
Lazy micro. Didn't like that. Could have got the Underlord in it, but he just stopped microing the Astral Spirit. 0 out of 10, Rain. Get it together, buddy. This is the big leagues now. Meanwhile, Power Rune's being camped. J Nova coming on over. And should be able to secure this one, but it's going to spawn on him. And a haste rune. See you later, nerds.
Good thing the ET didn't get that, huh? I thought
probably would have murdered him.
Right, he almost got there to be able to pick it up, but no. Ember has a bottle flying out to him already. He's super farmed in this top lane. He's got a Wraith Band, Ring of Regen, bottle. ET not quite at boots yet. What's going on bottom? Second meta is out.
Yeah, they're chilling. They're chilling. Sure, just trying to grab himself them creeps as per usual. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start to the game though. 9-3. In fact, this is a horrible start to the game, to be quite frank. Ooh, yeah, missing some creeps here as well.
This is by far the worst laning stage Shiro has had in his last 4 games. I think we watched all those games too.
Yeah,
so that's really good for the dream here, keeping the dream alive in this tournament.
Yeah, they are all for it. It's gonna be interesting to see though. This TB, I mean, how good are you on Terrorblade, Shiro? Can you come back from this laning phase?
I mean, I gotta say, they countered this TB real hard in this game, right? You got the PL for the mana burn, you got the Ember in the magic damage with the Elder Titan, Tiny also on top of that, then the Shadow Demon disruption is gonna destroy you too, and you have a bad start. Like, if he can win this game, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be very, very impressed, because Underlord is not amazing lane either, top lane here. They're actually gonna take a fight.
J Nova getting run down, the right click will be in, and J Nova will die. Nice little kill onto the Rubik, as again for the Dream, just getting so many kills in this laning phase so far. They're really putting on the pressure. Underlord not really having the high impact laning phase you usually want to see from an Underlord. Is this the kind of heroes you like to see against an Underlord then?
Magic damage heroes? Oh hell yeah. They're perfect. Ember is surprisingly really good against some matchups. Like Underlord is one of them, because the passive isn't as effective. You know who else Ember's really good against? Night Stalker. Night Stalker can't do anything against Ember, and then once he does hit nighttime, he's just gonna fight you back with all that magic damage. Like Underlord has pretty high armor right now too, with his chainmail and things like that, but it's so irrelevant to his ET Ember combo.
Yeah. Well, and this Elder Titan making these fat stacks right now, and they're looking to maybe get to 5-9, but I don't think Rain can actually catch up with him. Well, now he can, and whack.
100 damage.
Come here, son. Come here, you've been a very naughty boy. He's turning around. What are you doing? I don't think that's a good idea. He's going to die for this. Oh, he's not. He's not. What a... Wow, okay. 5-9, you know, this is why I say it. Have a calculator next to your keyboard, folks. You know, punch in those numbers, see if the maths works out. And if it does, then you can make plays like this. Because that was a straight up calculation from 5-9. And just doing the maths and realizing it works out.
That feels so bad, man. Like you can't feed anything to this Underlord like that. He's gonna feel good even if he has to walk back to base. He got a free kill. He got some XP. He was already zoned out of the lane anyway. PL mid though.
Yeah, they're jumping for him right now. Double damage on the Batrider as they try and chase him down, but the PL he does a little bit too far away and duked him out nicely with the doppelganger as well. Nicely done. I'm still interested about the stack in the top lane because I really do feel like the Underlord is going to be able to take it if the Rubik comes with him.
Yeah, he's looking at it. He's like, looking at it.
Hey, Rubik, you fancy getting yourself? Oh, the Batrider's coming over. Oh yeah, this can work. This can certainly work. Oh dear. Meanwhile, J-Nova does go down in the middle lane, gets run down by the PL, so that's a nice little kill for him. Now they're gonna go for it. Oh, okay, Ember, how much can you get? How much can you get? He's watching, he's waiting, anticipating. Oh, go in! Oh, he got 3 of them. Wait, I can't actually tell because they're both the same color, so we'll just say he got, I don't know, 2. But now he's dead, so, you know. Oh, no, he's not. He's got the jump away. The lasso didn't really last that long. He's still level 1, of course, early on in the game. The Ember Spirit able to escape.
Yeah, if only he had Firefly still up, that Ember was surely dead. I saw 1 creep taken by the Ember, but the Batrider did have to force his way back to the base. He did force him back to the base, which is really good because now the PL took the mid tower all on his own. Yeah. Like this is why the mid hero can't leave the mid lane often, and Shiro,
he's being pressured right now, and by pressure I mean there is a whole lot coming his way, but in comes ZZQ, just trying to disrupt, trying to buy him the space he needs to get himself out, and that stun is going to help that a lot. Meanwhile, here comes a Batrider sitting on top. Meanwhile, 5-9 actually dying in the top lane, solo to the Ember, as the Shadow Demon gets run down here at bottom, and meanwhile back over towards Rain, he's going to get stunned up by ZZQ, 70 on top of him as well. Fatebolt comes through, the tower will finish the job, and Rain's going to die as well, and that's going to be 2 kills on the side of FTD for the single kill up in the top lane on the side of EHOME Immortal. At least the Ember's happy.
He is. I mean, wait, are you sure only the Ember's happy? I think the PL is quite happy too. He has no deaths. He's got no threats on him at the moment either. His mid tower is at 200. His opponent's mid tower is at 280 HP. So I think there's 2 guys here who are very, very happy with the flow of the game. Even the core Titan. I mean, that's only supports dying there, right? The Shadow Demon and the other Titan. So,
true enough,
like,
nothing of value was lost.
It's not even bad. Exactly, nothing of real value was lost. EHOME Mortal had to make so many rotations, and they still lost the mid tower. I don't think they feel good at all, even after getting those kills.
Especially this Batrider, who's just really struggling to have much of a game impact.
This Ember is just bullying the Underlord out of the lane constantly. Gonna take the bounty away from him too.
As much as Batrider is a good hero early on, like he does still need a couple of items. He needs the, you know, Link and Boots of Travel, and he's not finding this right now, but maybe they can get something here. Shiro's coming in as well, popping that Metamorphosis, trying to find themselves a hero. 5-9 cuts him off from behind, and that's going to be a Shadow Demon already dead. Rain on the 1 as well, but in comes Tiny with the Avalanche, just holding them back, allowing them to get themselves away. And that's going to mean an escape is successful from FTD. Again, not really losing a whole lot here to the advances of the EHOME Immortal.
They also use the meta here. So the one thing about Shiro's Terrorblade is every game he always TPs to the offlane and takes the tower. This game he's got this level 9 Ember Spirit sitting in that lane, pretty much a dead lane hero that he cannot go into and push.
Good luck.
So Shiro's gameplay has been slowed down heavily. Like he doesn't even have his drums yet. All his previous games, by now he's already got treads and drums, and he's already beating up on that top tower or killed it off. So, very slow start for him, and now the Underlord is going to get an issue going on.
Oh, little Sluggy in some trouble, and Spirit's just going to be able to absolutely crush him here. I mean, they need a little bit more. Right clicks will be here from Rain, trying to chase him down, and nope, the Shadow Poison will do the job.
Mid 2. We see a play on mid. Tiny.
Yeah, Tiny. On the run, but it's actually J-Nova who's going to go down with the toss and the illusions from the PL, able to kill him off, and now YRG still on the run. Shiro desperately looking to finish the job here. ZZQ, he's got a stun available, and that's going to put an end to the Tiny. Meanwhile, PL just doppels himself out. Nothing to do with this fight for him.
Radiant's top tower is under
Since
attack.
Shadow Demon is getting chased down by the Bat Rider.
Yeah,
got
he's got a
lasso.
hero behind him though. Rain is here. He's got himself a stomp as well. He's going to be able to throw it on down here, but he actually gets woken up by the illusions of the FTD, but it doesn't make a difference with the Ember Spirit coming through. They are going to be able to cut down this Bat Rider, and he gets punished for his aggression.
Arcane Rune rewarded for the Ember for his great plays in this game.
Yeah.
It's gone to the mid lane now though. I do feel like him standing top is probably the best thing that he could be doing because the opponents are having a really hard time coming to that lane and taking that tower. Now that they see the Ember mid, they might just start rotating up there and bring 5 heroes and try to surround tier 1 top. But, you know, FTD, they know what's going on. They know what the next
they're looking for it. ZZQ's going to be the target. Avatos comes down. Unfortunately, the Spike Carapace a little bit too late, and that impales up the mark as well. Poor ZZQ gets a little bit rustled there. Meanwhile, Bat Rider's back, and he's looking. Up into the air he goes. Lasso available. Rain. Oh, the chains come out just in time. Saves him from the lasso. He's actually going to have to go up the Clippers. Firefly's running out right now. Does get woken up, but I don't think he's surviving this as he keeps on being chased by the Ember Spirit here. No more Firefly, no more life. He's going to get killed off. Meanwhile, on the side of the fights, J Nova trying to turn this around onto the Tiny. Will be losing his life to the Demonic Purge, but trying to bring down this Tiny at the same time, but he's fine. He's running himself out of here at rate of naught. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit trying to turn it around, throws down some chains onto the Underlord. He's okay, though, and everyone's going to be hunky-dory up here at top on the side of FTD as EHOME Immortal lose 2.
Very good place from FTD, trying to run into a triangle, make sure the TB can be farming in that area. They have a ward there now, too, with the sentry. They're going to just make it...
Ember Spirit just came back with double bottles and just like bottling everyone at the same time.
Yeah, they're playing so well on the side of FTD this game. This feels like night and day compared to game number 1 at the moment.
Yep, and Underlord wants nothing to do with this. He's gonna go home. See you guys. He was tempted to try for the toss because that can sometimes work if you catch them mid-air. They TP out and then immediately jump back in again, but luckily the Tiny didn't get there in time. It's a silly mechanic anyway.
Meanwhile, on planet Mars on the bottom lane.
My line.
Okay, never mind. Let's go back to Earth. Let's go back to Earth. Mid lane is better over here.
Yep, a bit more exciting as the Tiny's coming in, trying to combo up an assassin. Will be able to do so successfully. ZZQ dead once again. Meanwhile, on the high ground, they're trying to chase down this TB, but TB wants nothing to do with them. He's just going to jog himself away. Absolutely out of here, says Shiro. He is very poor this game if you compare him to the Ember Spirit and the PL. PL already having this Yasha and almost at Manta already. My goodness.
Shiro can't go farm where he wants to. It's the triangle, right? That's all he wants, but his team cannot help him take it back. FTD just sitting here with all these fighter heroes.
Yeah, see you later, Mr. Bat Rider. 7E's going to drop again here as FTD are just dominating this side of the map. It really doesn't feel like EHOME Immortal have anywhere to play this game.
No, Shiro got kicked out of the jungle by the Phantom Lance just now. Like, he was trying to farm this one little big camp here, and Phantom Lancer came in and like, yo, what you doing, boy? It's my hood. And then kicked him out. Shiro's just level 9 Pepeg. Phantom Lancer is a level 12.5 Chad right here.
He is indeed.
Gonna go so before the Manta, which is I think the correct play. You don't need this Manta so quickly.
Q takes the bounty away from PL. He's mad.
Right, and EHOME Immortal has given up on like trying to take back their triangle, and they're just gonna try to take over bottom triangle instead. Get some vision up there. They did have a ward up here this entire time, but Terrorblade hasn't been able to move his way into that area because the Phantom Lancer constantly pushed the bottom lane into the tier 2 bottom.
Jesus Christ, not again, Bat Rider. He's getting caught out another time here as the chains come through. J Nova and 5-9 coming in to try and help him out, but it just looks like it's too late. 7E already dead, and the Rubik, he's going to be heading the same way as well. Too much damage coming down onto him. Slide of Chest Fist will finish the job. Underlords can just kind of sit back and watch, unfortunately.
So if you get tossed in the air and there's an Earth Splitter at the bottom going off, do you still get hit by the Earth Splitter even though you're in the air?
I don't know. I would assume so. Very surprised that wasn't the case, but...
It's no mad. It doesn't make any sense.
Lawmaking, no, it makes zero sense. Yeah. I mean, technically Split Earth shouldn't stun you then as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I love how we have 2 spells in Dota which are literally only separated by the tents. Split Earth and Earth Splitter. Completely different spells, completely different heroes. But, you know. someone just got a bit bored. Oh, you know, what do we call Elder Titan's ultimate? I don't know. Let's take one of the other spells and twizzle it around a bit. It's fine. Let's use Left Red. No one plays it anyway.
Batrider again. Goodbye, sir.
Just bit of chain feeding happening here, I think, a little bit. Chain feeding the on the Batrider. He's now 1-5-3.
They don't know what to do. They don't know how to deward all these areas. They need way too many sentries.
How hard can Shiro carry this game? Not even farmed enough to do so is the problem. I mean, so say that FTD do just take this game. Do we then are we then just not picking TB next game because the FTD know how to counter it, or you know, have they broken the TB, or do you think EHOME Immortal will still go for it?
Oh, they will go for it, but I don't think they're gonna like first phase it like they did in this game. They would take a little bit more time in the draft and try to pick something else. Like this game, all they try to do was like try to see if FTD maybe don't know how to counter this TB, you know, something like that. Then just pick it, and try to run away with the series. But you know, FTD, dude, they're a good team. They're not gonna fall for it. This time around, they were prepared. Look at the heroes. Like all 5 of the heroes are pretty much hard countering Terrorblade in this game. And a lot has to do with the Elder Titan as well. Making those heroes even stronger. The Ember and the Tiny.
Yeah, the amplification with his natural order. Mid lane being pushed in pretty hard right now. Meanwhile, ZZQ watching the PL farm. What can he really do about it? Well, the answer is not a whole lot, unfortunately. Now, the dust actually comes down to ZZQ. He does manage to just quickly get off the Spike Carapace, and now trying to turn it around onto the Tiny, but in comes a disruption. Lasso comes down, but he's dragging a ball, and meanwhile, in comes the Ember Spirit straight onto the front lines, as in the back, ZZQ does get finished off. And now, well, they'll look for more here on the side of FTD, but I'm not sure how much more they can actually grab. Their chains are out onto the Underlord, but he's a little bit too tanky to run down, but still, this tower can now be sieged somewhat by PL and friends. So PL's actually just continuing to farm, because why not? Who needs to push anyways?
Look at Shiro, where he's made his way into here. He's actually cutting 2 waves at the same time. It's really, really good on his end to try and find himself some farm.
That's pretty key. I know he's keeping himself back because he didn't see anyone on map, but the actuality is they're going for a Rubik, looking to keep this pressure up. Lucian's just cutting in the waves. Awkward.
Oh. Try to ulti. Nope. In the back. Yeah, so them sitting over here is just constantly controlling the 2 waves that are coming out this way. Anybody who wants
6 assassin. He might be a little bit dead here, though. Does manage to get off a cheeky impale onto the Tiny before he does die, but the poisons and the ultimate from the Shadow Demon will be enough to finish him off.
Hey, how are they gonna break this? Oh, they're going up right now. They have a ward still on the hill by EHOME Immortal.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was their plan to break it. Didn't really look too good to me, and now the Rubik, he's in a bit of trouble. Gets the stomp off, but also will get stumped himself as he's killed off by the Ember Spirit. And jumping down the low ground, looking for this Underlord now as well, as PL doesn't have that much health, but he doesn't really care. He knows he can rip through him regardless. Look at the damage coming out from this Phantom Lancer, from this horde of hungry Lancers, and they will grab him with a Sleight of Fist to finish off the kill, and turning the Ember Spirit godlike in this game. This one really is looking like it's going to be mighty, mighty difficult to pull back from the side of EHOME Immortal. They do have a BKB now finished on the Terrorblade. The Yasha BKB will make this Terrorblade a bit of a threat. Enough of a threat? Well, that remains to be seen.
I'm gonna go ahead and say they got one more fight in. Like EHOME Immortal are kind of mentally checked out, but then they realize that the tier 2 towers are all still alive, top and middle, so not really all alive. Bottom is dead, but they will try one more time. If they can win this next fight, they will feel like they have some life in this game. If they get smashed, then things will look different. They're already looking to smoke up here, I think. Yeah, Batrider has a smoke ready. They want to use this BKB timing.
Yeah, it's the one advantage they have.
Yeah, he's done a great job at staying in the game, though. Like, he's got 207 last hits. Pretty oh god, the Ember Remnant broke the smoke. Because he was gone back to the mid lane.
Oh my goodness, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Right, his hero ran over the Rubik and the TB smoke here. So that's going to stop that.
Wow, that's very, very fortunate for the side of FTD. And now all these wards just see it all. Ward from the Radiant, that's going to be seen as well. 5-9 really wanted to just try and force his head up here to see if he could maybe start the fight before the D ward comes out, but that's just never going to happen. Meanwhile, Hans just being tickled by the Ember Spirit Blade Mail.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Coming down the low ground here, looking for him, tossing back the Underlord. Underlord thrown into the middle of everybody, losing his health so damn quickly. Nixassin trying to come in and help him out here with the Demonic Purge out onto the Underlord. He might be dead all the same, but the pipe's actually going to save him. YRG's in some trouble here. Shiro popping that ultimate, popping the Metamorphosis, sorry, and just taking him down. That is going to be a kill for the side of EHOME Immortal. And pretty decent one as well. They can look to really battle back some control here, still holding on to the BKB as well. No mana left on the Terrorblade, but that shouldn't be a huge issue for them. You get the BKB.
They feel the light.
Yeah.
They feel the light flowing through EHOME Immortal.
You have to be a little bit careful with Shiro here. Like, he's not got the most health in the world.
He's still got a BKB and a stick, so he's okay. Like, if they run into him, he's gonna pop that BKB, sunder someone, and turn the fight around, right? He's just trying to bait something out while he gets meta up.
He's already used the stick now, so no Sunder available.
Gonna back off now
FTD. Yeah, they claim this area still. I mean, it gave EHOME Immortal the ability to just get back into this area of the map, you know, put this ward down here, get the 2 sentries down, and kind of clear out this area a little bit. But they don't actually have any of their own vision down. And meanwhile, there is still a sneaky ward, which Nova's now trying to get rid of, which he will do so. But he's got the Demonic Purge out onto him, and he is going to get popped by the PL and by that the spell from the Shadow Demon. BDQ in some trouble as well. I mean, there's nobody escaping this PL right now. 5-9 is the big PL catcher this game with the Pit of Malice and the Firestorm. Yeah, this guy's built completely into trying to deal with ... this game, but yeah, it still feels like they need a little bit more. Meanwhile, 7E playing around with YRG. He's actually going to pop the last 2 out onto him as Shiro comes over as well, but Rain is joining up with them. They need to get this kill now, and they need to get themselves out. They will bring him down. Shiro actually grabbing that one with the illusion, but I think he's leaving his Batrider for dead here. The S-Splitter comes through, the right clicks are in, and Rain just punches him in the face. See you later, buddy.
They should be happy with that trade. They got rid of a Tiny who has pretty high net worth, higher net worth than the Batrider. And they're going to make themselves some space on the map. If somehow EHOME Immortal can go out and deward some of this vision and stop FTD from running into them constantly, I think it's going to be okay. The Terrorblade does have a Manta style now too. He's kind of keeping up with some of the FTD cores. Not quite yet. They still need to be able to win at least 1, if not 2 team fights before this TV is truly way ahead.
Yeah.
But right now, the Lancer, man, he's such a beast, dude. This is insane how much farm he's got at the moment. This was a counter pick to 4 of the heroes, right? This PL was picked right after the TB, Rubik, Bat, and Nyx were picked. So he knows there's 4 out of 5 heroes on this map that if he sees them in the lane, he can just straight up shove them out of the lane and farm around that area. This Underlord is the only counter pick that they had to the PL, but this Underlord had a terrible laning stage.
Yeah. Now PL, he's moving his way in towards the Satanic instead. He just wants the status resistance. He wants to be even more annoying. That's his golden life as Nova tries to go for the bounty. Unfortunately, isn't able to grab it. Now he's just going to get himself killed off, unfortunately. And meanwhile, Shiro, he's in some trouble. Goes for the Thunder, goes for the TP away under the cover of BKB. He will make it out. Oh my goodness, though. That is a pretty big committal. The BKB popped from the Terrorblade. Not going to be super mad about it, but yeah, it's not ideal from him.
We'll see this Phantom Lancer go for a Basher instantly after the Satanic, after that play happens. The only way that they can stop this TV from just constantly BKB and TPing up, right? Batrider again. Oh god, 1-8. I'm telling you, there's some mid players who are Batrider players, and then there's some mid players who are like this Batrider, right? Where you just end up like completely feeding. I never see any like even Batrider games. You're either owning or you're
5-9, he's going to be the one in trouble now, trying to pop that ultimate, but it's not going to come off nearly in time as he gets killed off once again by Rain on this Titan. He's going for the Aghanims on El Titan, which gives you the BKB once that Astral Spirit returns to you, so it's going to be terrifying.
The Shadow Demon, we should mention his items too. He's so farmed, dude. Look at his level. He's level 14. He's got that max soul catcher. He's got Blink Aether Lens. He can get on the TB or the Underlord really quickly. Get some nice illusions going. If he gets illusions of a Terrorblade, he can just push the lanes out all by himself too. Yeah. And that's gonna net him so much farm. Let him continue to scale. Oh, the classic PL Roshan. Alright, no man, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break. I'll be back. Hopefully rush by then.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time. Definitely not the best hero in the world taking Rosh as illusions just do. Not a whole lot into Roshan. Like loads of little birds pecking away at the corpse of a fox. They will get there eventually, but goodness gracious, it takes a while.
Alright, no man, I'm back.
Yeah, no, we're not done yet. Go have another photo break.
I guess I'll go get some water too then.
Yeah, alright, see you in a bit, Ben. Finally, they take down that Rosh. Aegis in the hands of the Phantom Lancer, or Paws or Claws or whatever he's got. Weird cat dude. Meanwhile, guess who's dead again? You get 0 points for guessing the right answer, because it is the Bat Rider. He's going to get chopped up. He's just constantly trying to push lanes, but I don't feel like it's worth it when you're dying this much. I mean, someone has to do it, right?
Exactly. He's trying to get some vision out on the map, and hopefully gives his Terrorblade enough space. This TB's almost got Daedalus, actually. TB's getting farmed, though. Like, they have the potential to be able to kill these heroes on FTD. It's just that, again, TB is still countered by the heroes that he's playing against. So it just feels bad. If TB was not countered, and he had this level of net worth, I could say there's a very solid chance for a comeback here. But right now, FTD needs to make big mistake. Oh, telescope though. That's quite nice. Terrorblade, like, or someone else holds a telescope. It's good for the Terrorblade to get that buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The extra bit of range sounds very nice this game. You could definitely use that. He's so close to this Daedalus. I mean, Daedalus, whilst it is a expensive item, you know, it doesn't give you tankiness, so you are really all-inning on the ability to just blow somebody up, but the damage it gives you is insane.
It's quite good against Ember Spirit, because Ember is not a hero who has a whole lot of armor. Yeah. And if you get like some stun on him, let's say the Nyx Assassin, you got that meta going, you will burst this Ember. So maybe that's
really sucks that he wasn't able to finish it off before this high ground push comes out, but that's what they're being rewarded for, FTD, this constant aggression, this constant pushing.
It's on the way, it's on the courier.
Yeah, they need to wait. Hold the line! Unfortunately, yeah, the PL unfortunately just knocking away on this front ground, and now the Elder Titan with the Daggonims as well. He's got himself the Astral Titan, so he's just going to run this through all these heroes and get himself a nice long BKB from it. Pretty disgusting. Pretty good.
Ooh, when the tower dies, the Raxes follow real quick.
Yep.
Last line of defense.
We got it. We got the Hallelujah fight coming out from EHOME Immortal. They have got that Daedalus completed on the Terrorblade. Maybe they can find something here if FTD still want to keep pushing this. They will be forced to react to the side of EHOME Immortal.
Titanic has been used too. This might be it.
Dream time to go here. You're not going to get any better options than this, but that backline is just so damn scary. 7E trying to poke his way in as the Ember Spirit comes in around the side. This is a dream target in the air, but they're going with the Tiny. The toss back onto the Underlord. Going to start off this fight as both the Tiny and the Underlord in a spot of bother, but the disruption actually coming in, helping out the Tiny. Ember Spirit just disrupting the backline. Shiro trying to find himself some targets here, and he will be able to take down YRG, and now Lasso's out onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's going to lose his life, and Shiro and the team will hold for the time being. That Daedalus, too much damage. The tip even coming out as well onto the Tiny for starting that fight so deep there, going for the toss back, and ends up putting his team into that weird position where they just couldn't make that fight work.
Oh, that was so weird. Like, you can't go in there when your team is not even in a position to be taking the buildings, or even like that Underlord clearly is baiting, right? He's like dangling his little sperm tail or whatever in front of them, and this Tiny just took the jump. If that was a Rubik or a Bat Rider who would have instantly popped as soon as he got tossed back, I would have thought that would have been a different outcome. But because it was Underlord, it took him time to kill the Underlord, and they were able to go on the Tiny. Then the Ember Spirit also forced his way into the fight, got lassoed, and we can see that Daedalus TB doing so much work. They can burst him in one lasso. That's the power of this Daedalus at the moment, which is really, really nice. But they're going to go straight into the high ground again because there's no meta up on the Terrorblade. They still need to defend this with the Reflection. Wait, are they actually going to give it up? Oh, no.
5-9. 5-9. Oh, my goodness. That is a bad catch. Link Dagger on Shadow Demon, I guess.
Yeah, so now they have no buyback on this Underlord. They're going to get more than one Rax here.
Maybe.
But they should try to. They should at least try. I think he didn't expect it because the Ember and the Tiny were still dead for like a few more seconds. And they would have to come out. So he got surprised that the PL and the Shadow Demon would commit to him so hard there. Rubik.
Yeah, Jing Nova Getting wrestled a little bit here as he tries to back himself away. And we'll be okay. Those illusions are doing so much work.
Oh!
Wait, what? Oh my goodness.
Bro, I'm like, Hero, he's getting caught. Yeah, he BKB'd, he TP'd out, got the... Oh, damn. I think what happened was he TP'd and he got cancelled, and then he BKB tried to run away, and Ember just chased him down. BKB ran out, killed him, and now the TB dead for 50 seconds. His buyback though. Here we go.
He does has buyback meta in 18 seconds, and not much point doing it before then. Meanwhile, the root just dying to the blade mail of the Ember Spirit along with. But they've got the lasso out onto him. They're going to be able to get him into the fountain here. This might actually mean that they don't have to buy back on the TB. What are their racks looking like? Still fine, and they've got a fortify as well. Oh my goodness, such a mistake from this Ember Spirit's actually going to cost them a lot here. The PL's still sticking around. He's got a Satanic. He's got a hell of a lot of gold. A hell of a lot of items to go with it, but I don't think you can keep this going anymore on the side of FTD.
You can't. You need to get to that next item. You got 5,000 gold in the bank. Bad Rider is gonna probably be
to a solo Shadow Demon. It's like a screen away. Great.
I hope he gets Basher here instead of this Butterfly. I think that's what he needs. He needs to be able to lock people down, so he can once he goes on like the Bat Rider, just stun him up. He will get bursted under like one bash even. I wouldn't like this Butterfly first at least. Don't think he needs it.
The Abyssal seems like it's going to make more opportunities, or the Basher, sorry, I'm going to make it feel like there's more opportunities to try and just straight up finish the game. Just getting that key kill, stopping a TP, or just jumping onto a hero which you can then just bring down. But yeah, he's going for the Butterfly. I mean, this gives him more sieging potential, I suppose. He can just plonk himself on that high ground. The towers aren't going to do anything to him anymore, like even less than they were doing before. But this Firestorm is still going to be an issue.
Because of the dataless TB as well, right? He sees that with MKB on the TB. But then the TB has no intentions of hitting the Phantom. You know what?
True.
Everybody else.
Yeah.
That's why he bought this dataless. He wants to kill everybody else but the PL, and then let the PL be dealt by the Underlord. So, yeah, Basher would have been sick here, but it's okay. I think they're in a great position in this game anyway on FTD. They just have to try and close this game out here.
In they go, Underlord looking for an arcane room. He's going to get tossed into everybody here, going for that TP out, but that is ambitious. He's going to get killed and does not have buyback. 50 seconds on the sidelines, and guess what the FTD are going to do right now? They're going to run down that middle lane as fast as their little legs will carry them. TB Illusions trying to do their best at stopping this, but unfortunately, they're going to get taken down quite easily. Here they come. The march off the Lancers down the middle lane. There's no one defending this right now. They're all pushing out side lanes. They're looking for bounty runes? Yeah, Nick Sesson's looking for some bounty runes. They're spawning in 20 seconds, but meanwhile their barracks are just falling. They've got the tier 2, so it really feels like alright, Underlord's dead. Let's just get what we can from the map, except the fact we've lost racks here and move on.
Good call, actually. Very, very good call from EHOME Immortal, not trying to defend that there. I think they could have just instantly lost the game. Especially with if the Rubik or the Nyx Assassin would just die. They don't have any buybacks. Now they got the bounties. They're going to get themselves a lot of gold. They don't get the 2 bounties on the top side because FTD is already out there. But they're able to push top out. Terrorblade does have a... Is he going Pike? No, he's going to go MKB now. Like, see, this is what I don't get, right? The Phantom Lancer buys Butterfly. Instantly, the carries just decide to go for him. So, what is the point of the Butterfly then at the end of the day? Because now the carry that you want to buy this Butterfly for got an MKB already. This is why Butterfly just seems like such a weak item at the moment because of how strong MKB is and how cheap it is, easily accessible. I think this is where the Phantom Lancer, if he did have Abyssal like we were talking, he would feel so much more comfortable because pushing, just jump someone, you know, Rubik would just instantly die. Bat Rider, same thing. Yeah. Whatever. Butterfly. I mean, I get it. It's just a cool item, though. If you play carry, like, you feel so satisfied every time you have it, but then, again, it's just countered by MKB.
It's a weird one. There's a lot of factors to consider for the Butterfly, but yeah, the MKB is certainly very good against it, that's for sure. And TB not a hero, which mine's fitting in. He'd rather build other items, but he's fine building MKB.
Look at this tiny... what item he has in his backpack. He's gonna put that in when they go for the siege. It's gonna be hilarious.
Put my armor on. Oh god, his attack speed when he uses that is gonna be absolutely non-existent.
Yeah, it's not existent at all. He's having such a hard time killing this ancient cap. I swear he was just sitting there for like a good 40 seconds trying to kill this black dragon.
Oh, dude, he's not even 18 yet. When he gets 18, I want to see him with a craggy coat and just see how much he's what his attack speed is.
It's minus 85 attack speed. Jesus.
No point where he's just like attack speed. No, you just can't attack anymore. PL inside that Roche, taking it down very quickly. No response from the side of EHOME Immortal. They know the high ground is the only area they can defend right now. Nix hasn't even got himself an Ags. This is how defensive they're being on the side of EHOME Immortal. Like, they have no intentions of being able to come out of their base anytime soon. They're just embracing that fact. They're like, okay, fine. We're just gonna become potatoes. We're gonna become brick walls, every single one of us. And if FTD want to win, they'll have to smash through this brick wall with everything they've got. Roshan will fall. Aegis in the hands of the PL. Cheese in the hands of the Ember Spirit. Personally, I would have liked to see that the other way around, but nevertheless, that is still going to be a huge threat on the board. Kill these Ancients, YRG. One more hit. Come on, buddy. Oh, no! That is, oh, my goodness. I can't believe he did that to him. What the? Oh, my God.
These are your Ancients? Hell no, boy.
Who do you think you are, Tiny?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know how hard he was working on those
Carry players, man.
You know how hard he was
carry
working
players. I feel you, YRG, man. Don't worry. We're all feeling you right now. Greedy ass PL coming in. It's 25k network. They'll steal your Ancients regardless. But look at this, man. Like, look at this damage. It's so hard for them to defend it, for them to attack this high ground.
Underlord things. I mean, this path that they're taking, I really hate it from FTD. They're just trying to break the high ground with 5 rounds of life. The things I do like is if they farm all of this, make EHOME Immortal come out, or you make a smoke play, you go from this angle, right? These are like strategic moves. You flank them, you go from the back, you find the support with your smoke in their base. You can even plant a ward if you need to, and then kill somebody. Right now, they're pushing into the high ground of an Underlord and an Aghanim's Nyx. Do you know how hard it is to push into an Aghanim's Nyx? It is insane. Like, it's just absolutely impossible, actually. You gotta kill someone on this map.
Oh, so they're wasting a lot of... Illusionist Cape found by the PL. Pretty big deal. The best possible item a PL can get at this point in the game. 10% increase, that little illusion guy, just to run around and make himself a ton of illusions. Meanwhile, 70, he's going on a bit of an adventure. Unfortunately, TP out. See you later. He's going to be able to make it back to base safe and sound.
No basher.
Well, I mean, the PL wasn't even there that time, so I'm not sure the PL basher would have changed things, but yes, no basher.
What language is Nakfu from? Is it like from Thailand or something? Or
yeah, I'd guess. I don't know, but I'd guess.
Okay.
They, yeah. Taiwanese, let's go. Yeah, just sitting on the high ground right now. Is that Mandarin? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, oh my goodness, J-Nova's just dead, and Shearer's actually getting pretty low as well. He's going to have to get himself onto that fountain. BKB running out pretty damn quickly, and they're picking up the Nyx stats, and they're going for him right now. And do they have the damage to actually get through him? They certainly do. Buyback from him. Meanwhile, Shiro coming back into this one, doing the damage to the Ember. Ember needs to leave right now as PL as well, trying to fight this with a go with the outlet toss combo to Shiro. Shiro, he gets off the Sunder just in time here, but will not be able to survive it. He has gone down, as has YRG, though. A buyback is not available from the Terror Blade either. A buyback from everybody on the side of EHOME Immortal, but they've only got 3 players left to try and defend this one, but this Ember Spirit might be in some trouble. Lasso comes down as well, but there's your disruption. They want to keep him inside the pit of malice. Do they have enough? They do. Ember Spirit at the very least will fall, but there's only one hero dead on the side of FTD, and on the side of EHOME Immortal, things are looking much more dire, but the PL is going to lose his Aegis here by the looks of it, trying to get himself away, just about surviving. He's got a Satanic active to use should he want to, and the Fade Bolt will finish the job. 44 seconds until our Terrorblade and Assassin combo is back, and YRG, he is hungry. He's looking for it around the side here, but that blink being cancelled time and time again. PL, though, he's just focusing on these objectives. He wants the barracks. And now they come in, but buyback from the Ember Spirit as well as they unleash onto 70. 70 is getting beaten on down, and now they realize there is no buyback on the Terrorblade. They can come into the fountain. They can do what they want to, though. You've got to be a little bit careful here on the side of the PL. He's popping out Satanic, but he's going to get rooted up here, but he's getting off the damage onto 70 and healing himself through it. But he's got to be careful. I mean, he's got no Aegis. They keep on chasing here, 5-9. Meanwhile, the barracks are slowly starting to disintegrate. There's no PL anymore, but the guys will do it by themselves. They will take these barracks down, and they respawn on the side of EHOME Immortal, but the mega creeps are here. Game just went from difficult to nearly impossible from the side of EHOME Immortal. If you come back from this, you are legends. Meanwhile, Batrider, he's in some trouble here. 7E trying to get himself away, and will not be able to do so, actually, as he's killed off by the Demonic Purge. But meanwhile, they get a return kill onto Rain here, and they're looking onto the Tiny. Tiny's going to lose his life also. Now they need to TP themselves back. They just want to get themselves away. Meanwhile, J-Nova, he's going to get hunted by this PL, who's cutting off their retreat. But luckily, the Underlord is able to get them back to safety. This PL's not done. He's still hanging around. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, there's no buyback on these two heroes, right? The Rubik and the Batrider. So it's 3 versus 4 at the moment, and he has a Satanic. Doesn't feel like he needs to go back here. Let's go. Nope. I agree. It's go time.
Yeah, let's see how much this Nick Assassin can do as well with these. With his little pile of it kind of looks like a cow turd. I won't lie. BKB out from Rain. 5-9 is taking so much damage to being harassed down here. Surely they can't defend this one. Shiro popping that meta, but the PL's just getting to work. The illusion surrounding the throne right now, pecking it down. Shiro trying to do something, anything, but the PL is just focusing on the objectives. They kill off the Nick Assassin on the sidelines here. Shiro trying to get his damage off, trying to look for the real Phantom Lancer, but cannot even find him. The PL just knows there's nothing to stop him, and he will take down the Ancient basically by himself. And that is going to be in game number 2. It goes to For the Dream.